mic unmuted, and hello everyone, we should now be live. Welcome everyone to another live stream, doing a builder live stream, joined with lots of builders. So we're gonna go introduce ourselves, let us know if any of our audio is a little quiet or loud, we can try to do some adjustments. So from left to right we have, introduce yourself.
I'm Lex, I'm also a character designer.
Why don't you also actually, while we introduce ourselves, why don't you actually say a little bit about like kind of what are some of the builds you worked on? If you remember. Oh my god, everyone left.
Oh my god!
Alright, so joining us we have Guardian and TNT, the only two people still in, I'm gone too.
Oh.
These build streams are cursed.
That works.
What a rip. We're back. We're back.
That's good.
Give it a second. It's just it's all
These
part of the
build
plan.
streams are so cursed.
I know.
Only the strong shall remain.
Okay, everyone if kind of hop back on, get back in line. Voice is too loud. Whose voice is too loud? Is it my voice? I might be a little loud.
Might be.
Yeah. Let us know whose voice specifically is a little loud. You should be able to see the stuff on the left to see who's talking. Right now it's just me talking, so if it's loud it might be me. Okay, once everyone's back on, let's go down the list again. Let's try it again. Now, MP, you're first. MP, speak. I don't know if MP does speak.
Speak. I think he's
I don't know if MP ever speaks. Has anyone ever heard MP speak?
No.
All right.
Not.
Oh, he says his audio's not working. No, we don't hear you, MP. We'll come back to you. All right, Lux.
Oh no, MP.
Well, I'm Lux. I'm a character designer and a builder for Songs of War. And I've mostly built shipwrecks in the outer rim of Ardonia.
And Justin?
I am Justin. I've been building for, I'd say, 4 years now, and I've been part of the Wave 2 sort of area stage. I've worked on multiple sorts of large sets, but my couple sets I've worked on are Havenshire, Hamberville, and the most legendary build set, Hamdocks.
Piano?
Hi, I'm Piano. I've built a lot of different stuff.
The Nether. Nether was one of your big ones, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Nether. I built the Nether a lot.
A lot of Nether stuff. Froggy Woggy?
Hi, I'm Frog. I did a lot of work on Tartarus, which is full of a lot of igniouses. And I also did work on two smaller builds called Marshline and Hoodman Colony. And I built a lot of ponds.
Oh yeah, if there's a pond, there's probably frogs.
I'm Tom. I put down like 2 bits of grass, like probably here. I also worked on a farm. And
Oh
that's
yeah,
it.
you made the we should visit the last gift.
I have it. I have the warp.
Okay, we should go there on the way if you remind me. Alright, Stig.
Yeah.
I'm Luke, also known as DrifterX. I mainly worked on stuff like the Nether, and I helped on Mount Kalos. So I did in the Nether. I just did stuff like the houses, the armory, library, and the vault room.
Hi, I'm Nerf. I mainly did mainly worked on Hyperion and its layout, but I helped out in like Concord and such as well.
Hi, I'm Life. I built some interiors in the end and some of the towns, and I mostly help the other builders.
Hi, I'm Kalums. I built many offset and builds like Quine Islands and Derna and Diamond Heights. I also helped a lot on many big builds, but I only did little parts in it.
Moin Jungs, was geht? I'm StarCraft. I built basically everything. Well, I said everything. I built Crown Peak and helped on Nestoria and Hyperion and the End, and the list goes on and on.
Incantasia, Hydrophel Mines. Amariah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Guardian. Nice to meet you all. I became a builder in Wave 1. Been here since the very beginning, and I helped on basically everything. I'm basically known for my build in Mount Kalos, which is cool. All right.
You should tour Mount Kalos.
Hi, I'm TNT. I like bread, and the only worthy thing I've made is the Hailstone.
That's another build we'll have to tour. And O'Shane.
Yeah, I was a Wave 1 builder about 4 years ago, I left like quite a while ago, but back then I built the basalt mines where I believe the Necromancer attack takes place, and a few projects like Thralkeld, some ruins in the world, and Camp Enher in the desert, as well as caves in a island somewhere, and yeah, just helped out with random stuff.
MP, is your mic working now? Try talking.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, hey, I'm MP. I've been building for about 2 years, I think. I've worked on Oakendale, the Nether, the End.
Yeah, a lot of us worked on a little bit of everything. Did I get everyone? Has everyone had a chance to introduce themselves?
No, I'm
Who?
technically not in the server because I can't.
Oh yeah, if you're not on the server, you want to introduce yourself just real quickly.
Sure, I'm Elvis Dragon Lady. I came in kind of late for the building, but I worked on a bunch of refinements in the end, and I helped a tiny bit in Mount Kalos with the interior. Just random structures all around.
Who didn't work on Mount Kalos? Everyone helped a little bit Mount Kalos. And then Layla.
Yeah, it took like 3 years to build, so.
Okay, so I'm Layla. I
Up with the
pretty much
redstone.
helped
That
out
was like the
start
time I
all
was
the
good
time.
with redstone.
Layla is talking.
Elvis, you got a lot of
Okay.
noise coming through, I think.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm Layla. I basically also just sat down 2 blocks, but I worked on the lumberyard and helped out start pretty much.
Okay, let us know if any of the audio was kind of imbalanced. We did a lot of talking there. I don't know if anyone had kind of their audio too loud, too quiet. We got a lot of builders here. We can start flying around showing stuff from the world. We can tour things. If you have questions about the builders, start just asking questions. If you're a builder and you're watching the stream while we're playing around, if you see good questions, just call them out. If you see someone ask a good question, just say, hey, you know, this person asked. Thank you, Mirrored Fruit, for the super chat. He said Frog is best builder.
Yeah!
Frog, apparently you're the best builder.
Wow.
Let's go!
So, yeah, so we're around the whole world. We're in Ataraxia right now. Obviously, we saved this place till the end, which is one of the places we didn't show in the last builder stream. If you caught the world tour we did a while back, a few episodes ago. So, someone says life water and Kalen's are a little quiet. Let me turn you two up a little bit. Turn you up to 130.
I can't.
I'll turn you up. I can just raise your volume here. There you go. You're good. Let us know if anyone's still quiet. Alright, so let us know questions. If you actually have places you want to see in the chat, we can fly there. Any builders want to show off any of their stuff? Anyone want to talk about some of the things they worked on?
Ham dogs.
Let's go to Ham Docks. Ham Dock, I heard Ham Docks. Let's check out
Go to Ham Docks. Alright.
Isn't it not done? Yeah, Ham Docks isn't done.
No, it's not done.
Let's not go to Ham Docks. It's not finished.
I'm already here.
Well, it's technically finished to an extent.
Oh.
Show it off.
Kinda. Let's see what it looks like.
We haven't done.
Okay, here's Ham Docks. It's in progress.
Floating house.
It's not going to be called Ham Docks. I'm not letting that
I
pass.
beg to differ.
I will not put Ham Docks on the map.
I vouch to keep the name.
Well, we already have Hamburville. We're up the street.
Yeah,
Have
exactly. It
hamburg-
makes sense.
No, have hamburgers for.
So anything you want to say about Ham Docks?
It's not done.
We all know it's not finished, and it's been a running joke that. But I beg to differ.
Hey, that's my ship.
What does the sign say?
There's an anchor
Oh,
here.
just little like markers on what's gonna be where. All right. What other questions you've got? What other places people want to see? Places people want to tour?
Mount Kalos?
Sure, and go to Mount Kalos. Go to Mount Kalos. Should we go to Mount Kalos or the Kalos exterior?
Go to the inside.
Okay.
Inside looks a lot better.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool seeing the transition into the inside.
Alright, you want to do that?
We could. Why don't we start from the outside, then we'll walk our way in.
Yeah. So welcome to Kalos. This place.
Oh wait, hold on. We got another super chat real quick. Thanks, Kelchan, for super chatting. How much do we have to donate to see all Frog's builds and get a personal showcase from him? Frog, you want to answer that?
I don't know. I kind of built this on volunteer, so I don't know. Maybe -$1.
So he'll pay you $1.
So you have to pay us.
Paying
Yeah.
you, so you're paying us.
If you want to TP to me, I TP'd to the Kalos exterior, but I'm just gonna do a fly-in. So if you want to kind of walk us in through like that front gate thing, we can follow you through.
So, this is Mount Kalos. took me a little bit over 4 years to create. So I didn't really have much. I used to build volcanoes in the previous projects of mine. So this kind of took in many inspirations for this build. RB didn't tell us a lot about the story, so we kind of had to like imagine what it'd be like. So let's walk through the entrance, shall we? Down here.
Yes, we shall. Let's go.
This entrance took me a little bit over 2 years to do because I had no idea what to do. But I think it turned out pretty good. It looks pretty. It looks hot. It looks uncomfortable. But to Magnerites, it's home. All right.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this is this is kind of we're in Magnerite territory actually right now. So this is kind of where all the Magnerites live in. What's this? Not Carthan? In Carthan. And here's the interior. So we're in the middle of the volcano now. If we're looking up, we're seeing like into the volcano. They live inside this volcano here, in this city, which is really cool. Thomas, can you time out some of these people that are just spamming in chat?
See.
So it's a little it's like a maze in here because everything looks the same. Yeah.
But yeah, just Mount Kalos, a lot of cool stuff in here. This is a place I don't think we really see much. There's a lot of builds we're gonna tour that we don't really see much, or we'll just see later.
Oh, we should show
Everyone's
them.
saying Nether, but I don't want to show Nether.
We should show them the springs, the hot springs of Kalos.
Okay, if you go there, I'll just TP to you. I saw Walls of Time. Someone's saying Walls of Time. Someone's saying Daria.
This is the original Hall of Builders.
Yeah, wait, if you find the hot spring things, I'll TP there.
It's right here.
Okay.
So we jump down here.
Oh, you have to jump off the wall.
Oh
yeah, these areas.
Ooh, it's pretty.
And this leads over to Tartarus.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have the whole like underground. That's pretty.
Tartarus is the best build.
I'm gonna save. I think I'm gonna save Tartarus just because that's a big season 2 build.
Sure thing, sure thing.
Same with potentially Hailstone as well, actually. Oh, there's Tartarus. Yeah. So there's the exterior of Tartarus. You can see the outside.
I did all of this.
Yep. Well, and who's Shadowblazer? You and Shadowblazer were like the Tartarus buddies.
Tartarus buddies. I think I did a lot of this outside work.
This was the place that introduced the term like Tartarusify or something. It's like you had to Tartarusify it, give it the Tartarus effect or something.
The good old Tartarus try.
Yeah. Thank you. 2 new super chats. Starflame. Here's good question from Starflame asking, what was the most difficult build for everyone from all the builds you worked on? You know,
Definitely
just shout out
the 3 pieces of grass that I put down.
I don't think I can say it because it's another dimension thing.
Ham dog.
You can talk about it as long as I'm describing ham dogs.
All right, it's the end world.
The end stuff. Yeah, the end stuff is difficult. Yeah, it's not done either.
Sedge.
We'll save it for the end.
I think I had a lot of trouble in Taria. That was another build.
Some of the Ardonia ones were difficult because they're different species. I'm at the Walls of Time now, so I wanted to see the Walls of Time. Someone also asked another question. Thomas, can you spam tag the other? Can you time out the other person spamming? Mirrored Fruit asks, thanks for the super chat. Asking if we go through the list of builders in the order of who joined. I don't think we actually have really knowledge on that anymore. It's been so long. We kind of do. But
all the builders kind of like it.
I was about to say, I can go to the Hall of Builders at the end if you want, and then that kind of has the ordering. Here's the Walls of Time. I did kind of tour this in the last, if you count the world tour I did about like a few weeks, or like a month or 2 ago, I toured it. You'll notice that the Walls of Time are just clay blocks, and I replaced the clay blocks in Blender to have like the little writing on it. And if you missed the tour, I'll show it now. There's a cool downstairs to the Walls of Time. Whoops. If you go downstairs, there's like a big library down here, which is the idea that like it's not just the Walls of Time, but there's actually like all these records and maps and stuff that they keep with all kinds of like history and information about the world. There's little like reading rooms here where you can have a little seat in the nice kind of cold Walls of Time area and read a book. This is where all the Glacians kind of, well, not all the Glacians, some Glacians live and kind of manage this place. Someone said Daria. I'm gonna go there real quick. Let's go to Warp Sen. I'm trying to trample things. Here's Daria. Daria's really pretty. I'm gonna go time set 10 o'clock.
Yes. The tedious process of making
all the pawns. Yeah.
And then done with
Little
melons
wheat
and sugarcane flowers. And
Melons, sugar canes, the floating wheat stuff, lily pads, sandy, little ponds everywhere. There's ponds all over. We had to make all these ponds like by hand, decorate them. Look at all these ponds.
that was fun.
And they actually kind of follow little patterns. They kind of make the ponds where it looks like it's kind of dried up, little like river areas. Like it follows like the kind of lower area.
This is first on the
Thomas, can you tell me the person who's been saying, please do a Mac Blender tutorial? I've seen that question like 100 times in the chat.
What?
Someone's been saying, please do a Mac Blender tutorial, something on Mac. I'm just saying it over and over and over and over. There it is again.
I don't see that.
It's kind of up in the chat now. Show a bit more of the Sandaria area. Sorry, you mean like the kind of surrounding Sandaria stuff? Or like into this village? Because we could go to North Sandaria.
Surroundings, like
Sure, let's go,
other towns and other houses who are not in the town.
So if we go over here, there's here's more. There's a lot of these little like random kind of hills and stuff. Will actually have like other little Sandaris people that live off to the side, different little kind of families and different groups. Let's go to the actual. There's a nice little village to the north. We're gonna go up here. Here it is. Yeah, this is one we actually see in the prologue very briefly. A bunch of other it's kind of like Sen's place, but just different Sandaris people live here. They all have similar kind of stuff. Yeah, this is one of your major ones.
No.
Someone's saying the music is too loud. Okay, let me turn it down a little bit. Background music, I'll turn down to -5.5. There we go, should be a little quieter now. Someone's asking, how long did it take us to build it all?
We're still building.
We're still not done. Although, I will say we worked in waves. We kind of did a whole bunch and then kind of slowed down. And then we'd like all get together again and build a bunch, and then we would kind of slow down. Because we'd kind of work a bit, and then some builders would kind of move on, it would get kind of quiet and get a little lonely, and then we kind of just stop working on other animations and stuff, and then we'd all get more recruitments and stuff. What other, anyone see any good questions?
Show them where Thalius got speared.
Let's go to Thalius' dead body place and put a little gravestone there. Oh god, I lagged through the floor. Wait, here we go. It's right here. It's like right here.
Oh, this place looks alive.
Yeah, it's not burned.
Oh.
Mr. Flynn's house? I think
Finch.
Mr. Finch's house. Yeah, we can go to Underwood. We warp Underwood. Go check out Underwood. Someone's asking if you have favorite builds in Songs of War. Although that's kind of hard, just like picking your favorite kid. It's like,
your least favorite build?
It's hard for everyone to probably find something that they probably worked on a lot. Like for me, it'd probably be something like Ataraxia, just because I spent so much time on it. Or Hyperia.
Oh, we should show off Hyperia.
Yeah, we can go to Hyperion a bit. Here's the sugar cane. She really forgot to harvest these sugar canes. They're really
everywhere.
overgrown.
Oh, jeez.
Just have giant sugarcane pillars.
That's a bit fun.
There's nothing in Old Voltaria. In fact, that's one of the unfinished builds. It's just like a...
Why is Abigail's house bigger than Mr. Finch's? Why does she get
Well,
had?
she used to have 3 people live there when she had her family. When her parents were around. But then Finch is just...
Now they're dead.
They got killed by reckless actions like not harvesting sugarcane.
Now we can blow up Mr. Finch's house.
Oh god.
And now you have nowhere to live.
I'm reading questions. Anyone have, I haven't seen any new questions come through.
Oh, I can... Should we show Meridian?
Let's save that one as well. The
Kaltaria.
ones that... We could do Kaltaria. Yeah, sure. Let's go Kaltaria.
Woo! This is I'm the only builder from Kaltaria left.
Wait, where are you? Okay, you got the big frog thing on your head.
Yes.
What, Ardonia? What?
So this area was built by Sabriel and Mama Sabs.
Mama
But then
Sabs.
we go this way.
What time of day do you think looks best for Kaltaria? I feel like a little more dim.
Dawn, dusk, or something.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Dusk.
like 12,500.
Yeah, right there.
Alright, so then we go this way and there's an underground tunnel. It's really awesome.
Let's go check this. Oh, you're so fast and I'm super slow.
Speed 10.
I'm on speed 2. There we go.
There. Then, basically over here, there's a lot of different families. I want to make like a valley of sorts. So there's like this little like canyon of homes for Kaltaria, and like there's always like different like homes. They have a lot of detail. It was fun making them. I had another another guy with me, Loganogi, who would help me.
That's how you
And
say
then
his
up here-
name. I also was Loganaji or something.
Loganogi. And then up here we got like I guess a little mountain, little spire up here.
Yeah, well, that was one thing you can mention, that like for each of the Ardonia places, we wanted that kind of different look. For Daria, it was those big kind of trees and a lot of like the ponds. For here, we were like, how can we make it look a little unique? And we're talking about having these kind of occasional rock, just kind of spikes. So you'll see all around here, there's just kind of like these like vertical spikes. If I come back over here, I think we added some.
We make it look like
there's
Oregon.
like one there. There's a bunch right around here.
We make it look like Oregon, and that's not the only Oregon reference in this world.
Oh yeah. But where's the isn't there like the big cave you made around here? There's a cool cave somewhere that's got like.
Oh, I think.
It's really cool to walk through. Oh, I think I found it.
Oh,
Is
right
this
here?
one? Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of, where it's got like this really cool like little streams that come through, and the light comes in nicely.
Where are you? I don't know.
Just TP to me.
Oh.
This cave system is cool.
Did I make this?
I assume so. Unless someone else did, I don't know.
Wait.
We should show them.
Well, this comes out here. I think Sab made this. Sabs.
Okay. Well, yeah, just team effort for Kantari.
You know what? I'll take credit for it. No.
Yeah, this is only a very small portion of builders. We'll go by the Hall of Builders at the end if you want to see how many people, the full amount of people.
2 years.
Will you ever publicly release the full world of Ardonia for public use? I answered that before, but I'll answer it again. Not yet, but at one point, absolutely we will. The reason we haven't done it yet is we want to see if we can get like an actual public server that players can play on first. And if we can get that, we want to have that released first so people can play on that, and then people can release it. Or then we'll release it. We don't want to release it and then people start kind of like doing weird stuff with it before we even had a chance to use it ourselves. Someone wants to see Hogtown or Bigortan? Let's go to both. Why not both? Let's warp to Hogtown. Do we have any Hogtown builders here?
No.
I can't spell
I
Hogtown.
don't think so.
I worked a little bit on everything, tiny
I
bits.
think I remember I was around at that time, but I don't think I helped my.
I think initially this was what was his name? His
I
name
remember
escapes
here.
me. He also did some of the stuff in Northwind. I don't remember his name.
Zor?
No. If I saw the Hall of Builders, I'd remember his name, but it's escaping me right now.
What a lovely place.
So this was a place that we had to like make and then kind of remake a little bit, because it's kind of hard to make it look kind of gross but still look nice. We got this nice big like ruined house here that's empty.
Where's the igneous tree?
Igneous tree is over here.
Oh, right here. Right here. I found it.
Yeah. This
Oh,
is
hello there.
Oh, hello there. Oh, nice green magnerite.
It's a Kaltars.
Hello there.
Is this where the No Man's Sky hype tree is?
No, that's by some random hill place. Let's go to Bigortan. It's just up the road. Let's actually walk to Bigortan. Just really show that like you can literally get everywhere on foot.
All right, everyone on foot.
So we're in Hogtown. If we walk up the road, we actually have signs. Oh, okay. You can't really see it because the shaders are broken. But that says Bigortan on the right. So if we walk down, nice you guys. See you eventually. We walk down the road. Oh, this place needs some grass. There's no grass around here. Look at that. It's just a bunch of flat. I think we're getting kind of close because I recognize that tree.
Oh wait, here's the part where
I'm on speed 3. Yeah, so we're also you'll notice that the areas that we end up using, we decorate a lot more. Like suddenly now there's there's like nice little buttons and plates, and we have ponds and stuff. It looks a little more pretty. This is where they were going, and we had where's the bit where Jalkar like jumps out of the woods? It's back here. Yeah, it's right here. This is where Jalkar comes like running out and like jumps on them and tries to steal the horse. And most of the builds, one of the first things we have in almost every build is like little stables outside. Place to put the horse. This is where like Timber would have stayed when they were in Bigortan. All the builds have like nice interiors. Even this one's got like an attic. What is up here? They even got a place to sleep up here in the stables. Everything's been accounted for. Nice little chairs. What chest?
It's like a boat.
Blasting swords. Oh.
Don't know who made that.
And there's big old Bigortan. Let's go time.
Or should we show where Sen and Thalius talked?
Sure, yeah. Let me go in this little inn thing, or let me go in the bar place first, just because it's right here. Here's a little bar. This is where they talk to the bartenders. There's a cool up story that you couldn't see in the animation, but There's a bunch of like kind of seating upstairs if you want to kind of actually have more of like a sit-down meal. And then we also have a nice little cellar down below where they keep like just drinks and stuff. There's a little like wine rack and stuff. Nice little details. Yeah, where's the little place they stay? It's over here. Here's their place. I'll actually go into the door. If you go in the door, they got oh yeah, there's little keys. You get a little room key. You get your room key. You go upstairs. They're on the top floor. It literally gets like 5-star accommodations, which is a little room, and then you head on the door. Here's I think you're sitting up here. Yeah.
Adverse effects on my health.
Peas all around. I whitelisted you, Wesley. Are you on? Oh, sorry, I'm just now reading your message about getting whitelisted. So, yeah, you're already on the server. This is Bigortan, and if you head up the road even more, oh yeah, and this one actually has 2 stables. We have one on each side. If you bring your horse in from the other side. What is this? That looks like a junkyard. It's like a bunch of dirt here. It's like on the road. I don't know, there's just a big like slab of dirt here. Kill it!
No, it's ruined. Can I?
Oh, now we gotta re-release Bigortan. Yeah, re-render the scene. Yep. Any questions come through while we've been touring stuff? Anyone see any good questions?
Of course.
Can we see the end even if it's not finished? I don't want to show the end just yet too much because it's kind of a reveal for later in the series. Same with the Nether. I want to keep those 2. I think that Tartarus, Meridian, some of these other ones that we will be seeing them. I guess I'll just kind of walk to Oakendale while people are asking questions. I'm not going to Old Voltaria. I already answered that. There's nothing at Old Voltaria. It's like not even started building really. It's just a big field and hills, and that's it. How do you guys come up with the banner patterns? That's not really world building related. That was just something I did at one point. Although, Nerf, I think you were there when I was doing the Felden one. We had this like huge row of Felden banners.
Oh yeah.
I swear, yeah, some of the people might have been around. I made this huge like pile of Felden of different banners, put them in Crown Peak, and we just kind of looked at them and comparing which one we liked.
I remember that. I got to use a command block.
Here's a question about, for those who worked on in Carthan builds, which I guess is things like Tartarus, Mount Kalos. Yep. What was kind of inspiration for the builds in Carthan?
You go first, Dory.
I would say... Oh, man.
Dwarven, maybe?
Yeah, like Dwarven kind of style. Yeah, I guess...
Lot of stones, very little wood.
Yeah, it's very little wood.
I think that with Carthan, we kind of looked at the biome. Carthan is very... see, Baden?
Right.
If we go to... I'm actually going to go back to Mount Kalos real quick. Actually, I'll go to Tartarus, and then I'll fly... Oh, no, I don't. That'll be inside. Let me go to Kalos.
Oh, should we show them that we redone, like, half the terrain there?
That's what I'm going to show. Yeah, I was going to go see if I can fly and show... Initially, all of Carthan was this kind of just complete stone and bits of lava. Like you kind of see around Mount Kalos. But eventually, we did go and make... We thought it was a little bit ridiculous that it was just completely stone everywhere. So if I can load some terrain fast enough. Eventually, here we go. Yeah. So eventually you get areas like this where we did add a little bit of very dry, arid kind of environments. So it's not completely stone everywhere. But still, there's very little wood. Oh god, grass on grass. There's a bunch of grass on grass blocks. There's a lot of little, like, kind of hidden things here and there. Like, this looks like this was kind of, like, handmade a little bit. Just a little, like, hidey hole. But, yeah, so we added a little bit some more kind of dry things here and there. But there's still very, very little wood. It's almost all stonework. They kind of just dig into the stone, kind of create, like, the negative space. They use a lot of things like the natural rivers and lava flows to kind of design the base around. But there is, because we later added a little small shrubbery, that explains why they have little bits of, you know, bits of wood here and there for bookshelves and gates and stuff.
For me, when I was building Tartarus, I don't know my names and so there's like a part, the first one, they were in the mines, and that was all. Used a lot of that for when building all of stuff.
Yeah, story. That was the thing, yeah. I think for all the builds, I would explain a little bit of the... What are you guys giggling this? You guys are being weird.
Oh my god.
There was stuff that I would explain bits of the story, obviously, that would be things like that are relevant to each build. and then they would kind of, I think you guys would kind of start around some of those things, like, oh, we need a bit here where they're looking over this little pond and characters are down there fighting or something. So we would explain things like that. Someone had a question asking about were there any funny mishaps or things that went wrong during building? Yeah.
Oh, what about Hailstone?
What do you mean went wrong?
World Destroyer?
What do you mean?
Oh god.
Remember, like,
World Destroyer.
World Destroyer, that's a long time.
What?
The first time I did a world edit, I deleted all the stone on accident. Remember that?
Yeah, I didn't know what they're going about Hailstone. What happened wrong with Hailstone?
Are you implying that Hailstone is wrong?
Yeah, that's what. Hailstone's fine. Hailstone went through some bunch of different builds.
Yeah.
I wish I had some of the old designs. I don't think I have any pictures from all the old designs. But
One was a giant icicle.
Hailstone wasn't a mishap. Yeah, the big icicle. So. Oh, this is a cool big cave here. I had no idea this was here. Yeah, there were a lot of. I think most of the mishaps were world edit related. We do something like we'd try to do like replace near. We'd replace near the wrong block, and everything would like disappear in like 5 miles from us or something, which is pretty crazy.
Or we just crashed the entire server.
Or just, yeah, the whole server crashes. We can.
Yeah.
Mostly me, but.
Someone's saying Mount Velgren. Let's go Mount Velgren.
Cock off, Guardian.
No, don't talk about that.
Mount Velgren actually isn't very scenic. We just kind of made it with like this little fight area in mind. A lot of kind of flat space so they can fight. We wanted this little hill that like the allies could run and escape from, and the Ardonia could show
Very
up.
green.
Hmm?
The surrounding area is very green.
Yeah, it's actually quite lush down there. This is actually pretty close to Crown Peak. We made little
Crown
things.
Peak?
Oh yeah, we go show Crown Peak's really cool. We did make sure this place actually has like lots of different little areas where they can kind of like scout out, see when people are coming. There's different little levels, and there's a little place up here I think where there's even like little like places they can kind of hide and take cover and stuff. Yeah, if we go down here, do I have my elytra on? I'm gonna fly myself down to Crown Peak. Let's jump off where kind of Tidesinger got pushed off. It's actually kind of down there. We fly off Velgren, and we take the road this way.
Wait,
should be able. Oh, it's not loading fast enough. It's not loading fast. I'm gonna hit a tree. Oh no, we're good. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. I was hoping I could fly there in one fly. Okay, I'm trying to run down the road then. I am sliding on the floor. What is going on? I'm like a little snail.
Whoa.
That's a lag.
Yeah, it's
bug.
really laggy. Okay. If we keep following the path this way, here we go. Now it's looking like Crown Peak. There we go. Now you can see like the little hand decorations of like the bushes and stuff. Ugh. God, I'm lagging really bad. Now it's like it thinks I'm in fly mode still, even though I'm not, so I can't walk. There we go. The server we have actually on a really budget because we normally only have like one builder on a time because we haven't been building so long. Here we go. Okay, nice little shrubbery, kind of leading the player along. I see Crown Peak houses. I see the beacon, and I actually see one of the opening shots of the series was taken from right here. This was where it was like all the different species and creatures and stuff. If we go in here, enter the gate, and we're in Crown Peak. Okay. Sorkaf, you at the beacon? Do you want to talk about Crown Peak? You worked a lot on Crown Peak.
Yeah. I actually redid this because.
Wait, okay, there.
Hey, yo. Crown Peak actually was built, but I redid it, and you can see it's very rich, especially by how tall the houses are, because nobody has like 5 block tall Minecraft houses. That's a serious flex right there. And also there are giant stashes of gold, like down here.
There are?
Oh, okay, it's not gold, it's crates. Whatever. Well, it's a cool place, guys. And also the outskirts, I didn't do them, but they're also pretty cool, but not as rich as these gigantic houses here.
Wasn't a fun fact about the outskirts, wasn't those houses that were in the outskirts now, weren't those initially the houses that were in Crown Peak?
Oh yeah.
And then we copied them and pasted them into the sky. We built these you built the nice newer houses, and then we were like, well, those old houses were still fine and they kind of match the style, they're just not as rich, so we just moved them outside, adjusted them a little bit, and then we got a lot of reuse out of them.
For the peasants.
Yeah, we also raised this wall a bunch. I think the initial wall was only like, it's like 6 blocks tall, it was really small, and we're like, that doesn't look very grand. We made it way taller and more epic. And the throne, I think, also went through a bunch of work. That was actually one, I think I actually made the throne mostly. This was one of my bits of builds, I think. because initially we had a throne that it was a little more like a kind of temple, but I wanted something that's a little more circular, because the throne point is like the center point of the city. If I fly up, well, okay, kind of the beacon, but the throne's another one, the center points. There's like these kind of big concentric rings, and the throne is like in the center of one of the rings. Things kind of circle around that. Where do the Voltars sleep? On the snow, I guess. They bring sleeping bags. They just keep it. They bring it with them. Sure, with a lot of people asking different questions. Hmm?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I have nothing else to do because I can't get online, so I'm just looking at the chat.
Sure, yeah. Bring questions. You guys see any questions come through?
Some asked what is one of your most. I'm sorry. There it is. What's the build you're the most proud of?
Anyone got a most proud build?
Oreos.
I don't know. Hyperia is one of my. Even though I think I prefer Ataraxia, but I think Hyperia I'm more proud of just because of how the scale. It's very detailed. It's huge. It's very pretty. Crown Peak, though, is another one. I know StarCraft did a lot more of the work, but I still worked a lot on Crown Peak. I did a lot of like the kind of mansions up in there, and I did a lot of like the kind of vegetation. I did a lot of things with like terraforming. I did a lot of landscaping and like plants and stuff. So I have a connection to most of these builds. Yeah, I don't know. I'm proud of a lot of them. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of most of them. I don't think there's any build where I'm like, yeah, I'm not proud of that. And if there was a build like that, we probably went back and we rebuilt it and we updated it. Let's actually go to Hyperion now since we're talking about Hyperion a lot.
Ooh, nerf.
Hog.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, everyone TP was.
I've already rendered a bunch of this place.
Yeah, so we're on the island. The cool thing about Hyperion, if I fly way up...
Oh, this place.
Is Hyperion is kind of split between, I gotta go way up to see it. There's a little, well, I can say little, it's a pretty large island, and the kind of richest point of the city is on that island, and then there's a big bridge that connects that island to the mainland. So the downtown Hyperia is like very like protected and secure, and that's where the nicest houses are, that's where the beacon is, that's where the big like castle tower thing is. But then if you go across the bridge, there's a lot more city. This was actually the outskirts didn't exist at first. We started adding outskirts to a lot of the cities like Oakendale, Meridian, Hyperia. And that's where you really started building, I think. Wasn't that one of your first like major build things?
Yeah, I basically made the layout for the outskirts, like all the pathing, where all the houses would be and stuff like that. I made like a few of the major houses, but mostly we just copied the ones from the downtown and just repaleted them really.
Yeah, this time makes it look better.
Yeah, I guess
this is probably one of my favorite cities.
Yeah, this one's really pretty. There's all that we made nice, like the courts and kind of whatever this is. White concrete.
That's actually really close to the last gifter set.
Oh yeah, let's go there in a little bit. Let's go ahead there. Yeah, this wasn't fun. I remember building this. We had this big space here, and we were like, we already got a lot of houses. We got this big empty space. What are we gonna make? And when I was like, let's just make like a kind of water monument thing, because Hyperia and Hydrofell in general is very kind of focused on water, navy, and stuff. So I just made this like big kind of water monument that flows down, flows through. There's little benches. It's like a little park. People can kind of walk around it. Nice little pretty area. Let me go into the outside one more time to show. There's the docks as well. They're really cool. Wesley, you still here? Or did Wesley have to head out?
Right here, I think.
Wesley, you also worked a lot on this place, right? I remember this was your build right here. You made this. This was your little restaurant thing, like a little tropical restaurant, which I thought was cool. It's got like imported palm trees and stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds of little like things where we try to keep in mind like what's the biome and stuff. So this biome, has a lot of birch trees and bright white woods and stuff. But then here is like, oh, let's have like, because this place is so rich, to have a restaurant that they bring in all these like palm trees and make it feel very tropical, kind of like actual restaurants do to get like a different kind of vibe. Then if you come out here, then there's the big docks, big shipping port, lots of like shipping coming in, big cranes. We have a big
This
kind of...
took us a while to do.
Yeah.
This building didn't have a roof for a while because nobody could figure it out.
Yeah, this was a weird shape of a building, and we were like, how are we gonna roof this thing? This is a big like immigration center. If you come in, it's like where you go and like there's a big huge line, as often immigration centers tend to have. You go through and you like sign your paperwork. That way, like when you come in on boat, you go through there and then you get like your paperwork. Then you can go and enter the city and stuff. And we also have, this was a big tower I made that kind of copy pasted around like the city a few times as like these big kind of watchtowers that kind of protect the city. There's some of them actually out like near the water. This one's out on the water, which is really cool. Did someone just get locked in somewhere?
No, Wesley's trying to get into the country.
Someone's now asking what was the hardest build. Did we kind of answer that one before, I think.
There's no
think of more hard builds. Oh, the Nether actually would be a hard one. That's
the Nether.
The Nether was hard, just like the Ardonia things. The Nether was difficult because it wasn't human. We didn't have any of our usual palette to work with. I really want to show Nether, but I don't at the same time.
Can't you show the portal?
Which one? The one that's on the overworld? The big Nether portal? Yeah, I guess we could show that. Because that one actually doesn't actually really get shown that much. Let's let it load for
The
me.
giant cave one, right?
Yeah. There's a big Nether portal in the overworld, which during the Great War was like what they used to use to transport back and forth. Everything Nether is just awesome. The lava looks so cool, and the Nether brick's awesome. You can use the Nether to create really nice, you can use the lava to create nice kind of lighting and dark areas, nice winding paths. Big old Nether portal. No, I don't want to show the Nether.
Nathan Visnovsky, I'm sorry if I butchered your name, asked what is the coolest build?
Coolest build?
I definitely don't think it's the Nether.
Last gift. I think go to last gift. Let's go to warp last gift.
Well, there's no warp, you have TP.
Oh, okay. I'll TP a little times. I think the most epic one is I'm in like the bedrock. I'm underwater. There we go.
Oh, I can't climb.
There we go.
Guys, the last gift.
No one will recognize it.
Some people will. Let's go to like. Sun's coming up.
Oh, what is this place?
This was
This is the set used in Last Gift.
Yeah.
Oh.
On the Songs of War.
Which is right up the
So
street.
Last Gift is Songs of War canon. Canon.
We should go to Diamond Heights.
Oh yeah, we could check out Diamond Heights, which is just up the road.
Oh.
Diamond Heights is awesome. That was actually one of the most recent builds that we finished, I think. We kind of were just slowly working that over the last like 2 years or so. I kind of finished about a year ago, but.
I think in terms of interior, that was the most fun I had.
Really? Doing interiors of this place?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk in from the other side. It looks better coming in from.
I love the trees in this world.
I thought this was just the outskirts to the big one.
It's a little down the road. Yeah, so you can see this tower. We're actually really close to Hyperion. Again, there's Hyperion on the island. But off of Hyperion, we imagine there's some people that were even like. If like in a lot of cities, there's like New York State, there's like Manhattan, and then there's the kind of like cities outside of Manhattan where like some of the more richer people live outside the city. That's kind of what we saw as this place. It's the kind of like separate city away from the city, where it's just like super rich housing. They have like really nice, huge like garden areas with little grapevines and stuff. We try to think of like what are different things that make it just seem wealthy. We based this place also kind of on the same thing we based like the little Crown Peak Ridge area on. If I go back here, there's a lot of the kind of verticality and big patios, really big balconies with like kind of pools on them and different stuff. This place is really pretty. Big gardens, lots of flowers. Any interiors you want to show off? There's a lot of interiors. Is there any one particular? Where are you guys? I'll just follow you into some random one. Just go into one.
This is actually the first house in Diamond Heights. And then I based all the interiors off this one.
Are you moving or are you frozen or am I lagging?
Everyone's frozen.
Yeah, everyone's frozen for me. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Here, no block.
Yeah, someone's. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, nice little. I thought it was a TV for a second.
So it looks like very small, but it's complex, so it looks like it's actually pretty big.
Yeah, it's very cozy. Where's that coming from?
Outside.
Some little Someone's got a little music room. Yeah, this place is awesome. This place is really fun to walk around in. Nice little backyards too.
My ears are blowing up.
Someone wants to see the heart of Ardonia.
Oh yeah.
We can warp heart of
Spawn.
Ardonia.
Is there a spawn? Yeah, spawn.
Yeah, you can do warp spawn. For some reason, the slash spawn doesn't work.
Oh, this looks.
Don't know why.
Oh, this looks a lot bigger than last time I saw it.
Oh yeah, it used to be not very nice. When I started it, when I first started making this thing, it was a piece of poo. Oh, that looks bad. Too low down.
This should 100% be where you spawn.
This is my favorite build.
If we ever have a server, this is 100% where they should spawn.
Yeah. Oh, then they have to wander all the way out of heart before they find anything.
The underwater is so cool here.
Oh yeah, so there's the big heart thing, which I made sure you can actually I'm not gonna do it right now. It takes a while, but if you can walk all the way up here.
Oh wow.
You can go all the way up, and you can work way to the top. There's lots of little interiors where you can like see the big beam kind of passing through. You can even see the beam passing through if we head underwater.
I remember this.
How do you swim? Oh, control.
Control.
Okay. You can see the beam like going through here underwater. Yeah, we have a bunch of underwater stuff here. There's where's the big tunnel system? Let me actually turn shaders off so you can see a little better.
This server's dying a lot.
Oh god,
Yeah, everyone's just like kind of frozen swimming. Looks kind of funny. If we go in here, yeah, there's a big old kind of like tunnel system we have going on that shows all kinds of bits of what do you call this stuff? The prismarine. All this stuff kind of living in little sea pickles.
You have to make sure there are never too many sea pickles.
Yeah, I guess. Sea pickles everywhere. All around. And there's little areas we can get air.
It's nice how like sea pickles could be used as
Yeah, that help a lot. We use sea pickles, and we use like the kind of prismarine sea lantern stuff. There's all kinds of stuff to just explore, to kind of discover little hidden rooms and things. And then we use different kind of. This area is very bright on their kind of red kelp. Oh, that actually takes you. What's down here?
Game mode 3 might help.
No, yes. Oh, here we go. This is a really pretty room. With nice little like area you can kind of stand on, little lantern. And if we go up, into the heart of Ardonia thing, I even made these big little rings. Some of them, not all of them, but a few of them have like little areas that you can enter. If you can like fly up to them. I think this one has some. Yeah. If you manage to fly up here, you can. There we go. You can like climb down the edge, climb into them, and there's. Let me turn shaders back on.
God.
Oh
my God.
Yeah, what is that noise?
What just happened?
Someone's dropping the bass. Yeah, there's a lot of these cool little places you can kind of like explore. Up in these. I think a few other of them have it. What other, any other questions that people seen come through? Oh, not the little bone block ones. We're all doing it so fast we like broke.
Oh god, we're gonna crash the server.
Yeah, crash
Oh
it.
no. Oh god.
Can you please show the source file for the Elder Guardian? The source file? Oops.
I think he's meaning
the location. Maybe we can just warp to River of the...
Oh god, there's so many different towns.
Oh, that's annoying. Here's the River of the Guardians. Excuse me.
Oh boy.
Oh, we started Ataraxia earlier. We can go there again though. Here's the River of the Guardians. Same thing actually. I'm not gonna go turn my shaders back off, but there's a whole bunch of same like stuff where you can swim around. There's a whole nother cave system that's got more little secrets and stuff to find. All the underwater stuff tends to have little like hidden things. And if you cross the River of the Guardians, there's actually a nice little kind of path you can follow. You go all the way up here. Dun, 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 dun. All the way up. You'll get to Ataraxia.
Oh, it's literally right here.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's right up the road.
Wow, it took them a whole day.
Yeah, it took them like a whole day to walk up that hillside. Maybe they camped for the night. They're tired. get to Ataraxia, and there's all
Not
the
fit.
Here's all the stuff.
Let's
Yeah.
skip leg day.
Well, Minecraft days are what, every like 16 minutes or whatever. Here's Ataraxia. We made sure we had this big open courtyard that we can use for a lot of those scenes. Oh god. We'll have to make sure we get rid of all like the stuff we left behind after this. Here's Gallius' nice little blacksmith. He's got a little balcony in this back. You can head out in the area. Here's... Do we have anything in the weapon room? I think it's just empty. Because... Oh, okay, we put some armor stands. He's got some armor, he got an anvil. But most of the things we've added in Blender.
We should go to Duke Docks.
Go to Duke Docks.
Duke.
Let's let me walk around in Ataraxia just a little more. There's a lot of cool stuff in Ataraxia. I was just gonna go into some of the houses. A lot of these places have nice little let's see if I can find one. There's one. It's just like little tiny little Ardonia homes everywhere. Not just Ardonia though, but Ardonia themed homes.
Just a rune crop.
Uh-oh. Trampled it. Some of these even have nice little backyards that you can like walk to on vines. How many Ardonia died of falling damage every day? Probably a lot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually remember when this was being built, and I think default birches were being used.
Oh, the birch trees, yeah.
I remember I suggested making custom ones, and like you stoutly disagreed, and it seems that there are custom ones now.
Whoa.
Star!
Oh my gosh.
Star. The lightning fireworks. Who made those birch trees? Was those Bentley's? Zor?
I think it was.
Bentley
Cooper.
Yeah, I think so. I remember they made those birch trees elsewhere because we use those in Hyperion as well. We've been using those like custom birch trees in a lot of the builds. What's that? Oh. What other places people want to see?
Duke.
Oh right, Duke. Let's go warp. The Duke Docks. I need Mac here. I haven't heard from Mac in ages. He hasn't responded to any of my emails.
Yeah. Miss Mac. There's a horse here.
Oh yeah, what's it called?
Mac.
Meridian.
Where is it?
I'm riding it right now.
Oh.
I just found it. It was just sitting here.
Yeah, here's
oh,
the,
it jumped so high.
Whoa! You just did damage to it, bro.
Where?
Here, watch this.
Oh.
Watch this. Yoo!
Wow, that's.
Jumped so high it hurts itself.
Jump on the roof. Oh my god, it's fast.
Uh-oh. Oh, ow.
Don't punch it.
No, it's just taking damage from jumping too high.
Oh.
Come on, there we
go. Nice. We also show the docks have this cool little kind of hidden. A lot of the builds we make, we have like kind of hidden places. And this one, if you go beneath the docks, there's this whole like kind of sewer system where there's kind of like hidden rooms and places that there's probably like little bandits here that live here. Oh, there's Eagle Head.
Oh yeah, the Eagle Head.
There's a whole eagle boat for a while. There's some cake. Don't touch his cake.
Find the Eagle Head in the sewer game.
Yeah, they can go all the way through, and I think it comes out the other side.
Buried.
Oh, yeah, it's dead on the side.
Oh, we should go to Flora.
Go to Flora? Yeah, we go up this Flora or Hawaiian Islands, because there's also the islands out.
Oh, both.
Okay, let's go game at 3. If we head over here and go see one of Kalem's big builds. Over the ocean. It's so much further in the world than it looked on the map, or in the scene.
Yeah.
Because in the actual scene, it didn't look that far away, but it's way out there.
Blender be like.
Oh, this.
Yeah, there's a whole there's a really pretty place here. This is actually, I think, one of the
this is
nicest
right
little
next
like
door.
areas to just kind of walk around. It's really pretty. It's very lush, nice little like kind of farms and nice little houses.
How'd you make this, Gilms?
A lot of time. Too much time, actually.
Is there any like special areas you want to show off in this place? This is a cool area. There's lots of very like thin, narrow kind of paths that lead up and down the kind of steep mountains. This whole thing is kind of this big, tall
There's
mountain.
one special area.
I'll TPD you. I lost you. Okay.
I'm not there yet.
Is it like the little hidden mine thing?
No. It's this house. Because it has a really nice dining room.
Oh, nice. Also, this side, you sit on that side, no one else sits on the floor.
I'll just watch.
Oh, nice little kind of shutter design thing here.
Yep.
A lot of this build we made before in older versions, and we had to kind of go back when new Minecraft added new blocks. We go back and add new block types and stuff. Okay, we can start going to some of those. Let's go to Flora first, since we were kind of close to that. Let's go back to Mahua docks, and we can actually run to Flora from the docks. There is
I already.
I'm gonna go to there from the docks. So run really fast. I'm gonna go speed 5.
What transportation at? Oh,
Well, we had to turn off ticks because the growing of vines in this area was like killing the server.
Yeah. I didn't know how to do that at first. So when we first started the world, all the vines overgrew everywhere. And then we had later like this big task where we all had to get together and help like clear all the vines away. Or smoothen the snow in Northwind where it was all like kind of rough. So now we're in Flora.
We should show that off.
Oh yeah, we could go. So this.
The animation at all.
Although some of that you will be seeing eventually. Oh, okay, I'm kind of getting lost in Flora here. I'm bumping into walls. Here's Flora. Flora's really pretty. We didn't see much of this either in Season 1. In fact, we only saw over here where like the kind of little council area was. And then kind of a little bit along here. But Flora's really pretty. There's all kinds of, let's try like...
Oh man, I got that.
I'm trying to get a good time of day. You can see a little better.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, there's tons of
Oh, and my game crashed.
little like hanging houses that kind of hanging on ropes, little vines, little thin walkways that cover everywhere. Little small houses, nice little balconies on all these houses.
It's easy to get lost here.
Oops. And then some of these houses are really pretty. If you work your way up, there's some houses that are like on top of the trees. So when you go up into the house, you get this really pretty view. Let's see if I can find one of those. Here, we're gonna try this one. How do I get up this? Oh, wait, this one. Okay, go this way, and if I come to the top, yeah, there you go. You get these nice, like, really pretty balconies that are on the top. Looks really cool. I'm asking what's your least favorite build. I don't think we have a least favorite build.
Oh.
Least favorite build is whatever's not done. We need to get finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff up here. What were some of the other ones you wanted to go by?
2 years.
Let's save 2 years till the end. So that's a lot of memes. Also, I don't know if some of that stuff is... Well, that's more like kind of private builder things.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know if... That's more like become a builder and you can take part in the 2 years memorial of nonsense.
Oh, should we
someone said Necromancer base. We showed... let's go to Necromancer base. I think it's called Necro base. This was Kronos's... This was almost all Kronos, I think. He wasn't able to make... He almost made the stream, but he had a work shift. So he wasn't able to make it. But this was one of... I think this was one of his very first... I think he made Underwood first. Then he came here and made this. And I remember him telling me... I don't know if the rest of you builders had this, where sometimes you would get a build that was like completely underground. And when you finally finished, it was like, yes! I'm not underground anymore. Yep. He said he had that with this, because he was working on here for so long. It was just dark, and he had like potion. Oh yeah, you had the end stuff, yeah, and then you get...
That's horrible.
You get a build that's not underground, and it's like a huge relief.
It's the original spear.
Where? Oh, the original thing. Oh yeah. There's the, yeah, look at the glorious... Yeah. This place is cool though. There's actually a lot of... If I go into some of these little like... walkways, there's nice little bases where they've got like some kind of stuff that they hang out in.
My favorite part are the cages and the pits down there. I think they look pretty nice.
Yeah, the pits were, I think, for the zombies and skeletons. We thought it'd be cool if the cages were hanging for the creepers, as if they were trying to like keep them away from accidentally blowing up and, you know, hurting someone and destroying stuff. So they kept them like separated, which is nice.
What is this over here?
Oh man, those poor creepers.
Yeah, poor creepers all alone. Over where?
You see that?
Cage. There's a cage over here.
TPD, but TPD. Oh, I think it's just like an unfinished thing off the side. Maybe it's like a little training pit. Some things were kind of built, never really finished.
Oh, we should go to Oakendale.
Oakendale, oh yeah, we haven't went to. We skipped Oakendale. Yeah, let's go to Oakendale. I kind of came upon Oakendale, but then we moved somewhere. Let's go to Oakendale. Oakendale, where's that? Oh yeah, I got the Oakdale outskirts and then we teleported away.
Ah.
Here's Oakdale, another place that had a lot of rebuilds. Thank you,
I thought
Starflame, for the
this
super chat. Can we see the place where Sen and Thalius talked? I think I actually showed that if you go back in the stream a little bit. That was in Bigortan. If you go back the bit when we were in Bigortan, I think that was pretty early on in the stream, in the first like 10 minutes or so. If you find the bit where we were flying on Bigortan, I go up to there's one of the inn they stayed at, they were on the balcony.
I built this pond.
Which one? I'm just kind of wandering around.
Hey.
I know exactly which pond you're talking about, yeah. Yep, little frog pond. Lily pads. The beacon. It says, please TP to Amaria. Someone wants to see Amaria.
Oh, crazy.
Let's go see Amaria.
Probably hired by me.
Although I also don't want to show too much of Amaria, because that is one, if we do Season 2, I actually have this one being used now a little more than it was before. But,
Should I explain?
Yeah, sure, you can talk about Amaria. Amaria's really pretty.
Right, so, yeah, it's on a cliff. It's edgy. But I'm kind of redoing it right now. You can see that it's still kind of 2016-ish at the bottom, but at the top the houses are a lot nicer and smoother. But they're all connected by like these giant tunnel systems, and it's really fun to explore. There's also a second part to Amaria, which is in a canyon, which is literally right around the corner.
Wait, hold on just a second. I'm showing off that you're talking about tunnels. I'm in the tunnels right now, just kind of walking through them. There's, yeah, you can go all throughout this place.
Boost my ego, bro.
Okay, so you got tunnels, you got pretty little areas. Let me actually make the time in the morning so we can see.
Oh wow, I found the water pot thing.
There's lots of, I was about to say, we're going to go there for a second. So if you, meanwhile, off to the side of Amaria is this big drogue invasion fleet ready to attack the world. It's a fortress over there.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's right over there.
I didn't know it was right here.
This is where we use the Songs of War world to build other random things. It's the only kind of like group one we have available. So there's all the things like the fortress exteriors, the fortress interiors.
This is canon.
Yeah, it's in lore.
Yeah,
What is
this is
this?
season 4.
There's two different sets. There's the really detailed one, then the non-really detailed one.
That's really cool with like the sunlight coming behind the fortresses flying out. Okay, now head to the canyon. Where was your canyon bit? And see if we go into here.
Yeah, well, if you go to the warp, you can just follow the path.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Let's see. So there's the.
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay, what happened? That was weird.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone teleported back a little bit. Yeah, so if we go through here. God, I'm trying to slow down. I'm so fast that it's like. There we go. Okay.
On our favorite.
This was another place we decorated up a lot. I remember this didn't have all like the bushes and flowers and buttons and stuff. It was just kind of, this area actually looked really ugly before we added all like the decorations. It was just like the big world painted trees.
Yeehaw!
So it's like only one house is redone over here, so yeah.
Old houses were nice too though. I like the old houses as well. Yeah, there's a big old canyon down here. I'm just gonna kind of jump down. You can walk normally. Big old bridges that kind of combine the left and right half sides. Another really pretty build.
Alright, I'm going off the canyon.
And all this can be done like on foot. You can walk up normally. That was one thing that was very important with this. When we were building these things, I made sure to tell all the builders, I wanted to make sure everything was like explorable in survival mode. Like you don't need to fly around to get to things. You can get up things. You can climb up ladders. You can go upstairs. Everything can be traversed on foot. What other what questions have we seen? I already went to Mount Velgrin earlier. I was at Mount Velgrin a little while ago.
Show off Hailstone.
We can show off a little bit of Hailstone. I don't want to show too much of Hailstone though. Let's go to Hailstone. Hailstone's awesome.
Hailstone for season 26 confirmed?
Season 26. This series does so well, we just keep going and going. Sen's really, really old. Hey guys. Here's Hailstone. Hailstone's really pretty.
Would Thalius have his pea company?
Oh, it'd be Gallius' piece at that point.
Oh no.
You guys, anything you want to say about Hailstone, like building Hailstone, how you went about making this behemoth?
Well, there was a mountain, so I had to put everything in like small valleys that were present, but they put everything on the peaks as well.
You started with.
It's just a giant mountain with everything everywhere.
Didn't you first? You made the big walls and tower kind of outlines,
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
you
fine.
use that to kind of structure like where things are going to be as nice little walkways to go up. This build's really crazy. I think what's nice about Hailstone is that everything is kind of, it's not like perfectly 90-degree angles. A lot of the walls are kind of at just kind of like 20-degree
Oh yeah,
angles.
that's my thing.
That's not real nice. You can't imagine what? Hogwarts?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Hogwarts. Like
Kind of a
the way
big
it's-
castle on the thing. Yeah, and this is actually right. You can kind of see it from the. If you go back to the Walls of Time, if it loads.
Hailstone, I think, is definitely the most aesthetically pleasing city.
This is cool.
Oof, triggered.
Oh. I mean, I think.
I agree with him. He's
Hogtown
right.
is aesthetically. Well, it's not. I know the chunks are loading right now, but this is the Walls of Time, like right here. So if you're from the Walls of Time, you actually can look out at the entire city of Hailstone over there, and there's that bit where Thalius and Hawken were traveling. Man, the server is just dying. Nothing's loading for me anymore. Yeah. It is probably gonna kill us all in just a second. Just give it a moment. Laggy.
I'm just in a void now.
Thanks, Kevin, for the super chat asking, are you planning to ever release these maps for download? As I was mentioning before, we're gonna try to get a server running that players can join first, and then if we can get a server going, then we'll release the map after that. If we can't get a server going, we'll release it anyway. So it will be released at some point. It's just a question of, do we release it really soon as you play around with it, or do we kind of wait a little while so we have a chance of like making a server out of it first?
Connection throttled. Please wait.
Get a second, hold on. I see it back up line, yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Someone's asking about Nika's treehouse. I'll go there in just a second. I'm just gonna excuse me, I was gonna show the let's see, where is it? If we come from the here's the Walls of Time. If you travel across here, across the little icy bridge, this is where Thalius and Timber were kind of like walking along here, and there's that pretty shot where I think it's from like over here. They're on the hill, and you could see Hailstone in the background, but it's not loading right now. There we go. Yeah, let's go check out Nika's Tree Fort. What's that place called? Is it just called Nika or Nika Tree Fort? I think it's just called Nika. There we go. Oh, we got way too fast.
It's like one place around. Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
There wasn't much as this. Here's the tree fort. There it is. Do you want to do the? Somebody want to do the parkour course from the bottom up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's the park. You can get all the way up there on foot by kind of climbing vines and jumping on vines and jumping on leaves.
Made it.
First one up. I don't know.
Sound Nika. There, made it.
No, okay.
Isn't there a city around here?
Yeah, I was gonna show piano. Piano, you still around? Because we can show. What's that place that you did right around here?
Erlion.
Erlon.
I never knew how to pronounce.
Yeah, let's go to Erlon in just a second. So yeah, if you go up there, here's your little tree fort. Really pretty view from here. See the river. Lots of cool little like kind of areas which you can kind of scout out and stay on the side. Although it is kind of funny because there's like literally there's a city right there, so they would have seen like the forest on fire that night the tree fort got burned. Let's go to Erlon. This was another kind of survival set that was really pretty. Hopefully try to work in somehow at one point. Anything you want to talk about Erlon?
Should we show the RA?
Hold on, let's give Piano a chance to. I think Piano's being shy. Piano, speak.
Oh, okay.
Don't be shy. Speak.
I built this birch tree.
Speak, Sasha. Bugali. Bugali, the Bugali. Yeah, so I'll talk a little bit about Erlon, then I guess. Oh, there you go. No? Jesus, not speaking. Okay. I guess I'll talk a little about them. This was there's another build that we had here first. Piano took this one over, and we really just completely started over it. And the one thing I was saying that might have been cool is most of these different builds around this world, you'll notice have some form of kind of natural defense against things like undead at night, bandits and stuff. And for this one, I was saying, wouldn't it be cool if like they built these kind of big vertical terraces where they kind of live, and they have these gardens. That way it's very, like, it's easy to defend. If zombies come out and start attacking, you only really need to defend, like, these little walkways and gated areas. It's, yeah, you get the high ground. Lots of little, like, I like builds where there's things that go kind of over you. So there'll be lots of times where you walk, like, under vines, and the light kind of streams through the vines. You can come way up, and lots of pretty houses way up here and stuff. This is a very pretty build. And a lot of the places also, we try to include, like, little mines or something. That way everyone gets a little bit of their own resources. Even though they'll probably import most of them, they'll probably have small little mines of their own.
Mines running dry.
Mines running dry.
Forced.
Don't touch my cake. Where do we go now? Where should we show next?
Ooh, Marshline.
Marshline, I heard Marshline.
Whoops.
Let's go see
Jumping a farm.
the swampiest swamp land.
Froggy build. Yeah, it's a very small. It's a very small town. So the idea behind it is that you come over here. There's a house sinking into the.
Oh, that's cool.
Because the swamp's just so dense that you get the idea that it was once a big town, but you know the swamp, nature's taking it back over, and they weren't really prepared. So now it's just like a little tiny community with like small little mine, and I don't know, probably my favorite house design I've ever.
Which one's your favorite?
Just these houses.
Oh, just the designs in general.
Yeah, I don't know. It was fun to make. Also, this little pub right here was kind of fun.
I just remember playing hide and seek in this place.
Oh yeah.
I love the build. One time we came out and we're all playing hide and seek. We just hide in different areas. I remember hiding like in the little water pond somewhere around here. Also, fun little fact: somewhere right around here is where I got the shot for the Herobrine shot. I think it was like right around here. I think it was right here. That was where like Herobrine was standing here. I remember because I needed like a cool like shot. I wanted it to be kind of dark and dim, so I thought the swamp would be cool. So I went right next to Marshline, yeah.
I think under here there's a little secret.
Where?
Under, like, in the sunken house.
Oh, I did not know there's a... Oh, wait.
Right down here.
Go there. Oh, nice.
They're all sunken.
Tiny little thing. Is there something in the chest? Oh, yeah, there's a thing in the chest.
Let's see what it is.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Interesting. I'm gonna steal that.
Not steal it. Who's your favorite character? You see the valley where Jalkar met the Voltars. Oh yeah, what's that place called? Debar Crags.
Can't use the eye.
Actually, I want to fly in there. It's best to fly in there from Twin Pass. Cause
Twin Pass.
Yeah, let's go Twin Pass and then we can fly in there together as a big fleet.
I am
like
break
we
the
did last
server
time.
with
Yeah, and break the
fireworks.
server. Don't use fireworks. Yeah. Here's Twin Pass. I'll let it generate for a moment.
It's a Bentley build.
Yep. And
there's a pub.
and Zor. Zor did a lot on this one actually.
Oh, Zor, yeah, and
Yes,
Volt.
Zor. Sorry, Volt. That's what I'm thinking of. Volt did a bunch on that half. Bentley did like kind of the right half. Volt did the left half. I did like the vegetation. You did the pond.
Yes, well, there's a little pub down here that I made.
Frog's bucket. Nice. Don't you have a little Easter egg around here?
Oh yeah, I think maybe. I don't know. I try to work some Easter eggs into here. This one doesn't really make sense. It's kind of an inside joke with my friends.
Oh, yeah, little hidden hole pillar thing. Are these people that worked on this place?
Oh no, these are just my in real life friends. I'm just
okay.
like, I call it the Cult of Frog because they're all my followers.
Cult of Frog. How do I get out of here? How do I get out?
Where's the button?
Oh, it's right there on the left.
Oh, yeah,
Found it.
there's
Go.
a little hidden thing up here.
Where?
Oh, there's a Twin Pass.
I'll
Like a little shrine.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Nice.
That's very helpful.
That's randomly in the snow. Works. All right.
It's chilling.
This is another one of those builds that's really pretty that we don't really see that much. It's got the idea between Twin Pass was it was like there's kind of a big work section and a kind of residential section. So this one mountain is all kind of like houses. There's lots of little rooms. You go in, you've got like a little house, you got your beds and stuff. And then when it comes work time, everyone goes across these bridges. There's 3 big bridges that connect the mountains. And then you go to this side. And this is where all the kind of like commercial stuff is, the industry, a bunch of big like machinery things. There's a big cog somewhere. Look at that big cog. You go way down. bunch of like kind of shops and stuff at the bottom. You could just walk on the ground. Yeah, they can walk on the ground, but saves a little time. Also, it looks cool.
Why have 3 bridges then?
Well, let's say you're on the bottom floor. You don't want to have to go all the way up and all the way down the stairs.
Ah, yeah, sure.
They're really trying to save time.
Just build multi-million-dollar bridges.
Oh, absolutely. These guys got money. Look at this. Look at this commerce. Look at that cog turning out money.
Yeah, weird
They
flex, but
spin the
okay.
cog and it just money comes out. That's how industry works. And then one of the ideas also I thought was cool is if there's these big bridges, I wanted to have this big kind of winch system that kind of brings stuff up, and it actually connects onto the middle bridge, so it comes way up here, and then it like sticks in this thing, and then you can get your stuff up and down easily. So let's do our little. Everyone got light res on?
Oh yeah.
Let's do the. If we come up here, if you warp back to Twin Pass, do you guys know the little? You know how to get there and do the little course, right? If so, I'll stay in the back then. That way, I'll turn my render distance down a little bit so it generates a little faster. So if we know the light res course, we can all fly. And if you kind of go forward, then kind of turn right and go down into the crags and go through the canyons. If everyone's ready to start jumping, we'll start flying. I'll get in the back so I can see you guys all fly. Don't use fireworks, please. Don't use fireworks. Go, go, go! Everyone, go, go!
Oh, lag.
Yeah, a little lag. Oh, look, let's all go. Get into the canyon, into the canyon.
Oh god.
Oh, this looks cool.
This is really cool. I'm in the back getting a great view of this.
Long one so fast.
Oh, don't hit the vines. Don't hit the vines.
Oh, ow.
Oh.
Dodge and weave. Dodge and weave.
I'm gonna make it. Oh, trees. Yep, I'm gonna make it to the end of the pond and splash down.
Hey.
Did anyone else make it to the very end?
I did.
I'm all alone.
There.
Oh, did I make it to the wrong
Oh,
part?
no,
Oh, there we go.
okay, I just lagged, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Piano's just like, with her arms out on the ground, what's going on? That's super weird looking. The lighter on fire.
How do you do that?
Stuck in the flying motion. Piano, start running around. Start running. Oh my god.
I can't do the glitch
Keep
anymore.
going, keep running. Oh, it froze, I think.
It's like a slug.
Oh, there she goes. It's so
there
weird
we
looking.
go.
Oh my god.
What the heck?
It's so funny.
Killer.
That was hilarious looking. Yeah, so now we're in the crags. Let's go to nighttime for this one. We haven't done much night. The crags look really cool at night. So the crags, if we go up that way, that's kind of where Abigail and Darlene were. If you come down here, oh, that's really pretty, yeah. The crags are supposed to be this big, kind of deep, dried up ravine, but it's still, occasionally, every time it like rains, it kind of fills back up a bit, and then when it kind of comes dry, it drains a bit, so there's a lot of like coral and kind of gravel and dried up stuff. It's a little dark on the stream. I'm actually gonna go like, let's get the moon up.
She's still doing the swim motion in the air, like flying around. That's so funny.
Where?
She's swimming around in the
Just
air.
swimming through the air. Super weird. She's swimming backwards too. No, just that she's going backwards.
It's like glitching Gmod.
Yeah, what? Yeah, this place is cool though. Let me. It's actually a little hard to see on the stream, so I'm gonna make it like. Let's see if I can get like just a little bit of light. It's still pretty dim. Let's try like.
Dusk.
Oh boy.
It's too much. I'm gonna go a little bit later, like that, I guess.
There we go.
But yeah, if we come through here, and if we go down this ravine,
oh,
we come way down here. Go this way. This is where the little Enderman fight was between Jalkar, Grim, and the Enderman. And then if we head this way, this is where they scaled the cliff. And that cliff actually is scalable on foot. We made sure you can actually like slowly work your way up and kind of parkour somewhere, I think. Wait, yeah, no, yeah, you start on this side, you go up, and you can actually work your way up the cliff. It just kind of keeps you out of the,
It's always scalable, but Grim couldn't figure out to just go around.
Yeah, they were just going to have the flat surface on the wall. I think I actually did delete some blocks in Blender so it didn't look like there's this big staircase right next to them.
Okay.
Otherwise that would have been,
Yeah, that leads to the path.
RB, put these,
leads up here. Huh?
Put these pants on.
Okay.
Here, go away, come down here. Oh god, no. Just, right here.
Are they gonna do something weird to me? Okay. What's gonna happen? Oh my god. What?
What's going on with... Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like, oh god, that's messed up. No, this is like super weird. I gotta take these off. Someone else take these.
I don't know.
There.
I don't know who made them.
Pants
They're
of
called
death.
Yeah, I don't know.
Piano's still in just floaty mode.
Yeah, here, take them. There you go.
Piano, crouch
Yeah.
down. How do you crouch? Do you like? Do you sink onto the floor? Oh no,
Piano's
that broke
back
it.
to normal for me.
Jump. Oh, I think actually crouching killed it.
It must have been a Glacier shoes in the Elytra Underwood.
Yeah, maybe. What other places people want to see?
Where were we gonna? Where were we gonna end?
The Ardonia graveyard.
Oh yeah, okay, Ardonia graveyard. We're ended at the Hall of Builders, imagine.
Or the arena.
Yeah, we go to the arena too. Let's go both of those. Let's
Oh yeah.
Keep on warping to RB, and I'm like.
Oh, I did warp time 300. That's not a command.
I'm lagging.
No, is it time sets? Time set 300. There we go.
Oh wow, jeez.
Who worked on this? Did you work on
Yeah,
this?
I did this whole thing, I think.
Good job.
Thank you. I like doing the
Good
big
awareness.
landscaping stuff. For me, it's just use a bunch of world edit, make a bunch of blobs of stone, cover them in grass, use the brushes, put trees and leaves and stuff everywhere, and they're done. That's how most of my builds go.
You learned how to build.
Thank you. I followed you guys. I walk around your builds and look at the walls and be like, oh, so that's how you put stairs upside down and make cool little patterns. This place is really pretty though. I like all the Ardonia places have these nice kind of. They live in these big kind of natural formations in the mountains and stuff where the light kind of streams in. You can let the kind of rays come through the ceiling.
Where's Thalia's grave?
Right around here. Right here.
Like graves.
We see where Enderknight and the Natharan fought.
Respect.
Honestly, that area is not very interesting. We actually made that adjusted just for the fight in the Great War. That's like a separate build that doesn't really fully exist in this world. Because that took place in the Great War, we kind of modified it with like the lava and stuff. But yeah, the idea, this graveyard actually took like 3 or 4 designs. I wonder if I have old pictures of, I tried other things first, and I wasn't feeling them. Initially it was going to be like just this little small island in the middle, and there's water all around and they go down into the thing. But then I thought it'd be cool having them kind of go up under this thing and the light kind of streams through. Let's do the arena. Arena's another pretty one. What is that noise? I heard the noise right as I left.
Quick.
Nothing.
I'm butting him.
I just heard. Yes, they're doing an arena. There's a bunch of different ways in. I'm just gonna go through this one 'cause it's right in front of me. This is a good one to get like time set 10. Get the light kind of coming through. More areas where like the light streams through, really pretty.
Cool.
Kyo started a tiny bit, but then I think this was another one that was mostly me. I think I had some help at the end with some of like the rocks and just hanging stuff, but all the big like world editing was mostly me.
Okay, well, I'm underground.
What?
Oh, another. I was like underneath the bedrock.
Oh, this place is really. Oh, someone broke. Stop breaking things. Breaking grass.
Somebody died.
What the?
There's another place that's really pretty to see. Like you can, if you get the mist here, you can really see way into these big, huge caverns. The light kind of comes through, which took a lot of world editing and a lot of like smoothing. Once Nerf found out about the brush BB, the BB brush or whatever, that was what really allowed these things to get made. Because it just, you make these big blobs and you use the little BB brush and it just smoothens everything.
Oh yeah, the blend ball.
The blend ball brush. That's how you did that a lot in the end. And I started doing that everywhere once I found out about that. Yeah, it's really cool. There's like big areas that kind of go way down. There's different tunnels, lots of like vegetation and stuff.
These places look great in shaders, by the way. The little tunnels.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. If I do like a time set 0, you get that nice kind of morning glow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What did you do?
You spawned like a. Oh.
Yeah, don't crash the server. No one is crashing or.
The divine light
You don't want to witness of the world destroyer.
Can you go to Sandaria? We were at Sandaria earlier. Go to all the Ardonia clans. We could check out like Nestoria and Midorian. We didn't show those.
Didn't StarCraft do?
StarCraft started this one, although I did all this redoing on it recently. And
Yeah,
I feel
seriously, don't.
I had like 2 days until I had to go on like a 3-week
whoops.
trip, and I tried finishing it, but
Sorry.
didn't end up with it.
Where all those ice come from?
That was me when I was recording a little video for the credits. I put the ice so I could like slide along the ice and get like a little build. Or it was like a little track for myself to slide along and get a nice view. Alright, see you, Wesley. If you're gonna come back, just rejoin whenever you can.
Oh crap, this place really wasn't finished.
What?
There's like kind of flatness.
Where?
Just to the left. If you're looking at it from the ocean.
Yeah, well, so initially, I'll actually go to one of the other ones. StarCraft took this build initially, and this is how it normally looks, just a lot of like flatlands. And I told him to just make little pine huts, because I didn't think we were going to see Nestoria very much. But then I realized we see it in the prologue, and we will be seeing it later again at one point. So then I went and made these big, like, kind of spire stuff everywhere. I think Calums, you helped a little bit with that. Someone else did as well. Was helping make these big, like, kind of vertical blobs, and then we just like pasted them and rotate them, randomize them a little bit, put them all around here, which is really pretty. The sun comes through these areas really nicely. But yeah, I think Nestoria was about like the pine leaves. StarCraft, you made all these like the houses kind of out of like the leaves themselves. They kind of put the leaves up in little huts, and then they kind of go in one of them.
Yeah, also underground.
Yeah, there's like that one's like kind of a hut one on the surface, and yeah, then they have a few underground, and even the underground ones have some of the similar stuff like the vines, the leaves hanging down and whatnot. And then I guess Mendoria is the other one. Let's go to Mendoria. It's the one we haven't shown. This was one of the last ones I think we finished that doesn't really have too much of aesthetic other than the flowers. There's a bunch of pink and purple flower stuff everywhere.
Was this attendance?
I think he started it. A few people. This was one I think a lot of people worked on little bits by bit and never quite finished. I remember working on it a lot at the end. Someone else was helping a bunch with like the houses. I think this kind of became a group build at the end. Mendoria is nice and sprawling. There's actually a lot of different like heads out that way, heads out that way. There's a really pretty area over here. In fact, actually, this might have been where the prologue ended. If I come over here, oop, lagging a little bit. Head back down.
Damn, so daddy.
Again, everything's like very like walkable and traversable. Somewhere around here though is a somewhere over the rainbow. Where did it go? Here it is. This was the area I used at the end of the prologue when like the prime songs were returned. I thought this area was really pretty. If you get the lighting just right, like let's try going to like a. If you get the morning sunlight coming through, it's just this little pretty garden space that they can kind of walk onto, maybe meditate or something. But it's on this nice like kind of end of the big peninsula here. And also these places actually look cool if I do time set at night. We made sure that all the little paths have like, oh, where they are, if I go back there. The paths kind of have little torches that kind of guide you along the path, so you can kind of, if you're down on the path, you can still find your way at night to get between the different little areas. Someone's saying Meridian. I want to save Meridian, I think.
Redstone Academy?
Right, sure, let's go to Ed's. That's not a cool one. Although, that's also
Oh
one
no, not Redstone Academy.
Why not?
Professor Cluckles.
That brings back so many bad.
Professor Cluckles.
Many bad memories.
The mini piston.
Oh yeah, the nice piston design. The head scientist was the one who won that design contest, right?
Yep.
He was back when we were building this stuff. We let some of the patrons come on in the beginning, and head scientist was on, and we were like, hey, let's have a little contest to make some sort of little monument here that'll look cool. And he made this cool piston that we thought looked nice. I'm like, let's do that.
Didn't Head also do other builds too?
Yeah, he then became a builder and helped with some stuff afterwards. This place also has the, yeah, I was about to say, there you go, flip that. Oh, wait, lag, do it again. Yeah, we've got like, oh, hold on, leave it off for a moment. A second loads. There we go, yeah. If you turn it off, it's got like cool lighting. These actually turn off as well. You can turn like all the lights off in this area, and you can turn back on.
Isn't there an underground railroad?
Yeah, it's a big underground railroad thing that it's just, I'm not going to go down that. It's a really long thing. I don't want to explore too much of this because this is a thing we will eventually see. See if you can find Cluckles though. Have you seen Cluckles? Is he in his room?
No, I found him.
He's in it. He's in his office.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't here.
Okay, Professor Cluckles. He's a very important professor. Yeah.
I remember playing hide and seek in here.
I do too. I think yeah. Oh yeah, I remember hiding in this in the little dorm rooms up here. Yeah, there's little like classrooms, and there's different like. Come up here, I think, is different little dorm rooms. Oh, there's a bunch of chickens up here. What happened in here? Are these the students?
Yeah,
This place is full of chickens. They're all over.
Oh, I hear
This
them.
is pretty though. You get a nice little dorm overlooking like the canyons. Oh, don't kill him.
Oh no!
Don't kill them.
Yeah. We listen to the
That's
jazzy
what
record.
Was this a Jellycat thing?
Jazzy record?
Possibly Jellycat.
Thanks.
Oh.
Was there a week
Someone-
where we were allowed to do what we wanted with the map,
Oh.
and we just ended up destroying everything?
Mm-hmm.
Which
I
way? Yeah.
Someone see where Sam
ice.
died.
No.
If you warp to Egg Hatch, this is where the wolf died.
There
Was
was
it?
a lot more ice stuff after that. Just.
This little area. If you come along here, this is where they fought, and then that's where the wolfie died. This was Caleb, I think you and I did a lot of this stuff. This was one of those very late builds because it wasn't really on the list of builds, but when it came time to build it, or it came time to animate, I realized we're gonna, oh god, and it's dead. There we go. That's just how it happened. Perfect recreation. And if you come up here, this is where she buried him way up in the hill. So we've been going for about an hour and a half. I think any final last things people want to tour, last questions you have for the builders? We've mostly just been going around showing stuff, but if people had like questions, I didn't really see many like questions about building come through too much.
Hoodman.
I saw. I was like, hey, can you build for me? I'm like, no.
Oh yeah, people are gonna see. If you wanna recruit them, you can certainly ask, but we'll see. Wait, right, Hoodman. The frog wants to show Hoodman Colony.
This is the other Oregon reference because Mount Hood is the best mount.
Although Rainier's a little better. Just saying.
I don't know.
Come on, Nerf, back me up.
I remember this place.
Well, I didn't hear what you said.
Rainier's better than Hood, right?
Oh yeah, Rainier's better. Yeah.
We should show
Okay,
Builder
so
Hall.
actually, this bridge up here was not me. It was, that bridge is way too good for me. Right.
Who made this bridge then?
Where are you?
I see it. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's Starcliff.
Oh, that's Starcliff. Look at all those little doors and ladder things.
Yeah, so this is just a mining colony.
Built by the StarCraft Bridge something company little.
Company, yeah. Put that sign.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is near Redstone Academy, I think. This was
I think
cool
it's-
terrain.
Yeah. Because there weren't a lot of like builds in these mountains.
When I did
That's
the
a nice
world
bridge.
painting, I definitely kept in mind like making lots of different areas where the terrain would be kind of lending itself to making nice nice places. Like for example, with Theoria, if I work with Theoria really quick, I knew Theoria was gonna be this kind of big castle-y enchanting area, so I made sure Theoria had this big kind of mountain with a bunch of these big. Okay, it's lagging. I think it's about to crash again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's about to crash.
Mhm.
Oh no, wait. There we go. Go to Theoria. This was another place where the loading. There we go. I made this big mountain in World Painter, and you can kind of see it's got these big flat like surfaces. That way, like a little bit of the castle can be built here, and they can kind of go up and build a little more and kind of connect it all. Big tower up here. This was pretty much entirely Viper, I think. I don't think anyone touched this much but him. And then the big downstairs area, the outskirts. I think a few other people helped out with that one. So this Theoria is really pretty to walk through. That was one of the first major builds that got finished, I think.
Caleb said that someone was asking if there will
Oh, you cut out.
more applications. Oh.
Builder application.
Yeah, new
Oh,
application.
honestly, probably not really. We're other than the end that needs a little more work, and a few things we'll need to kind of redo. We're pretty much we've finished all 3 seasons worth of builds kind of all at once, so we're pretty good on that front. Although other people might need builders for other stuff.
Someone far back, I'm sorry, I have to scroll all the way back, asked what build took the longest time and what build had the most builders working on it.
And
Nether and Nether. Oh, or end.
Oh, yeah, Nether.
Well, I would say the end, but the end wasn't ever something we really prioritized, so I don't think it's really fair to say that because the end wasn't really shown in season 1 other than that one shot in the dream, or the one bit in the dream. So I didn't really need to prioritize the end, but the Nether, for some reason I did prioritize, even though we also didn't see it much. But the Nether I wanted to finish, So we spent a long time in the Nether, and we had a lot of builders, and that went many build sessions, like over and over and over.
Remember Hyperion? We just trucked through that.
Yeah, Hyperion was another one actually. That went on a long time. That we kind of built it, then we built it some more, then we added the towers, then we added the things, then we did the start of the outskirts, then we more outskirts. That was Hyperion is another huge one. Honestly, so many of these were. If we hit escape, pull open stats. What do you guys see for like how many days played? What is my? Where's it show days played?
It's near the bottom, I think.
I think it's like random. I think it randomizes it for everyone. I don't see time. Somewhere.
I've got 23 days.
Time by 47 days on this server.
Ah.
47. How many hours is that? 24 by 47. Could someone in chat do some math? 47 times 24.
Sneak time, 0.7 days.
I've sneaked for, yeah.
Where's that?
I've sneaked for 9 hours.
Yeah, I only have like 92 hours on the server.
Yeah, some people haven't been on as much, but some of mine might have been as AFK.
Days, not much.
I can't. Where is that? Days played. Is it called days played?
Yeah, it's hard. It's called time played.
Okay.
Although it's kind of in a random. How much? I crouched for 10 kilometers. Someone said 1,128 hours. Oh my god.
Let's see.
8 days.
I would say that there are some.
Pathetic.
You've taken 91 damage.
My bad, Starquest.
Is that with the 0.7 something factored in? Everyone who got the 1128? Is that with the point? Because it would be a little more than that.
23 days.
I've killed 4 people.
37,000 times. Oh man, these stats are scary. It's how much stuff we just spent on. Distance walked 10,000 kilometers. Oh no, sorry, 1,000.
Do Ardoni have toilet?
Does anyone have toilets in this world? Did we build a single toilet anywhere in this world?
Yeah, I did.
Alright, let's see it. We're gonna
okay, walk to Fronchester.
Wow.
Oh, is it like a little outhouse?
No, it's actually included in the
Okay,
bloody
hold on,
building.
I'm teleporting slowly.
Oh, I actually got the spelling right.
Alright, so the only major building in this place, over here. Yeah?
There's this toilet.
I mean, it's cool, right? But wait till you see the toilet. It's right here.
Yo!
What's poppin', boys?
Oh my god.
Poppin', boys!
Sunbeams.
Alright, if you got to come to this one tiny village.
Don't touch him, man.
Okay, fine.
Oh, somebody's in the bathroom.
Shane! No, don't look.
Oh my god. It's funny.
God, why?
Nice. You got 3 different little bathroom rooms.
Yeah.
Nice. Got your
Thanks
choice.
for rating my bathroom.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's the one toilet in all of Ardonia.
Here's a good question. How much time does it take to make a single set? That really depends on A, how much complexity we have to deal with, also how many people are building, and also means if you're calculating like true time, like hours spent, or like how much like months overall. We did do we have a, is that on my personal channel? I have a live stream of, sorry, not a live stream, a speed build.
Time lapse.
Yeah, time lapse of a speed building. Let's go there real quick. Yeah, Concord Forestry. We did a speed build of this where we got a bunch of we got a group of a bunch of us, and we built this entire place all in one go, I think. I don't think we did any touch-ups afterwards. We finished it to the very end. I think it might have done a little bit in the forest afterwards just to kind of clean some of the trees up. But
Took a while to make one tent.
yeah, this is honestly a pretty darn simple build. It's just like some piles of wood, some little shacks, some camps, some different little paths, a house and thing, different landscaping. There's no like giant castles, and we had what, like 8 to 10 of us for the most part, and we did this thing in one sitting for about like what, 3 hours or so.
Didn't you record it too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, if you go to my channel, I can you can find a speed time lapse of us building this, and you can see the bit where Nerf was like, "Hey, do /nuke," and TNT suddenly rained down everywhere and blew the whole thing up. And we're like, "Oh, I guess we gotta start over on this thing here."
It was weird. It was like a thing of chickens, and then like as soon as it touched the ground, it like boom.
I want to do that again, but I don't.
Because
we couldn't do /undo. No, don't do it. Don't do
it. We could Shrouded Islands and do that.
Oh yeah, good. Shrouded Islands is a mess. So yeah, it depends. Something like Hyperion would have taken so long, or the Nether. There's bits where we had all of us in the Nether working on it like every couple days, talking about Star Wars movies and stuff, and it still took like just so long.
When Lord fell asleep listening to Moss Eisley Canteen.
Oh my god.
Wasn't there like a time in the time lapse where like we were all working on one and it just looked like we were a bunch of ants?
Yeah, that was this one. That was this place. This was I think this is the only time lapse we've done. Please TP Nether. Sorry, I'm saving Nether. We're reading comments. We're trying to read the comments. I'm also trying to show off the builds. It's hard to like get good views of things and read comments. Sorry for not responding to them.
I got you covered. I've been looking at the chat the entire time.
Have you seen good questions come through?
I've seen a few that I've repeated, but the one I've seen the most is by Dark Lord Morgus, who asked, "How did you structure the building on this massive map to cover all space?"
The answer is we don't cover all the space. If you actually just fly in a random direction, a lot of it is just nothingness. It's just world painted nothingness. It's just kind of hills and trees and.
Oh.
What? What?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Did someone blow something up?
Oh, no.
TNT?
No.
No.
Okay, good.
Oh, Arby, come here.
A lot of it is not actually covered. We have certain areas that are important, and we surround those areas with. Oh my. Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's like the looting 10,000 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the biggest tree in all of Ardonia? Probably just some of the big Flora stuff.
Going to crash the server.
Yeah, it's already
Yeah,
lagging.
please help.
Like if we do it.
Oh, here's a good question.
this
To the
is a big
builders,
tree.
how much did you know of the story when you started?
Zero.
Nothing.
Not a lot.
Zero.
Nothing, dude.
I still don't know.
I'd say more than nothing, because I
still don't know the story.
Who said
I
lava,
remember in
but...
Wave 1 we were told some stuff, like when building sets, for example, that Necromancers would attack at the basalt mines, etc.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't tell them like the story. They didn't know the whole story. They didn't know what was going to happen. But when they'd start a build, I would tell them like what's happening in this build, what we're going to need. But yeah, no, they didn't really know much. It was really early. I didn't want to just dump the whole script on people and be like, here, read this whole thing. This is what we're making. So I just kind of told them a little bit what they need to know. Yeah.
I have some spoiler material, by the way. If anybody wants to pay me.
I'll give you $10.
Yeah, what can I get for $10? What can I get for 20?
You can buy food and colony for it.
Well, I only know one thing, but it's
Or
a big
chicken
thing.
sandwiches from
For
Windsor.
$20 you get to know when the toilet will be shown.
Oh yeah. Well, add an extra scene in there.
That's gonna be a meme, I bet.
Sen's all like, oh, I gotta go to the
Ignis,
bathroom.
wait up! I gotta go to the bathroom.
2 seasons later.
How do you plan out huge locations? Yeah, anyone want to talk about the kind of planning process when you start a new build, like how you kind of manage making something?
Lots of wool.
Wool. A lot of wool.
Lots of wool.
For me, it's clay,
Gold.
so it's the hardened clay. I like the nice hardened clay.
Wool is brighter though.
No, hardened clay. No, the hardened
I
clay,
don't think
vibrant, like orange. Have you seen that stuff?
It's way too permanent.
It's
No, wool decays.
Oh no, what's it called now? Terracotta? No. What?
Terracotta.
No, it's not. It's
Oh,
concrete.
concrete.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
the concrete.
The concrete. Yeah, look at this stuff.
Yeah, that.
This stuff is like, you lay this out and be like, oh, I want like a path here. So you lay out like big. I actually, oh, that's what I was gonna even mention. This is actually kind of more directed to the builders here. Is I have tons and tons of like little shadow play footage, pictures I took during building. I was gonna make a video on this channel of just like all the old behind the scenes content I have. It's gonna be really long. I don't think most average viewers are gonna care because it's gonna be like a lot of stuff. Like Guardian, the video you sent me of us making Crown Peak, that video alone's like what, 6 minutes or something, or 10 minutes. Like us trying to make that little path.
15 minutes.
Or
It's
15 minutes. Yeah. So that's gonna be a very long video if I make that. But if you actually watch that, it will show a lot of like behind the scenes what places looked like before they were finished. That's gonna be a long video though. You might want to just kind of skim around and look at stuff. But yeah, we used wool to kind of map out where it was gonna be. We would have different colors mean different things. We'd have like, okay, we'd put a few dots on this kind of path, like that would be a path. We'd make a little circle, okay, this will be a tower. And then that just gradually gets built into things that connect it all.
Throughout the entire thing. Wishing never added it.
What was the inspiration behind the Heart of Ardonia and the meaning? The inspiration actually was just the fact that we made the world circular. And everything was kind of circular, and that was the center point. So we thought if the world was circular and that was the center point, maybe there's these big kind of circular rings that go around it.
There are no circles in Minecraft.
Well, there is in Songs of War. Good thing it's not solid Minecraft. Someone asking about the funniest glitches.
There are no circles in general. You can get pretty close in Minecraft if you go bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you leave builders all alone, that's what happens.
What is this? That's kind of cool.
Oh, this is cool.
It's like a little like little thing.
I found this book in a little hut, and it's by a familiar face.
Got little faces going. Anywho, when are you planning on making second season? Will the story be once? Will the story once be like books?
That'd be cool.
Chapter 1.
Not sure what they meant.
Like Lord of the Rings.
Like, will it release as a book later?
Yeah.
What build had the most redos?
Oakendale, probably.
Oh, maybe Oakendale, just because well, that was only like one massive sweep. I'd say something like
Hyperion. No, what Hailstone?
No. Yeah, honestly, as far as like major redos, yeah, we did Hailstone. This is our 4th iteration of it.
Yeah.
We did at first. It was Hutch, then it was the guy who turned it into Purple Mountain. Turned it into Big Purple Mountain, and then I think there was even one even earlier before that. That had a bunch of redos. Anywho, we've been going for a pretty long time. I'm about to end it, unless anyone has any final kind of things on tour, final questions, final things, anything.
Hall builders.
Yeah, let's go to the hall builders real quick. This is
let's go there.
This isn't completely in order of when people joined, but it's pretty close as far as if you go from closest to furthest. So people who kind of start at the beginning.
The famous Mac or Mac.
Duke.
Yeah.
Have I been cucked out being in here as well?
No, you're on here. How do I? Oops. I'm just gonna kind of slowly go down like the Oh, no, you can't see that at all. If I kind of, oh, it's so blurry. Why does Minecraft have motion blur? Yeah. Hold on. This is being weird. I'm seeing like when I move, it's like really, really blurry. Is it always like that? I just never knew.
Wasn't it added like left, right, left,
Hold on,
left, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it goes in order of it's kind of like this is all new, this is all new, and it slowly gets older. So this is still also new. But this is the whole thing. Builders. I'm not gonna like read every single sign, but if you go watch episode 10, that's all the names. But here's all these people that helped work on it. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. On and on and on.
There used to be a 9.
That's why your name wasn't in it, because you weren't here, because you never finished any builds. But I did credit people who.
Nether library.
Well, did you put your head in here?
No, I didn't put.
Well, you have to ask to get your head on the wall.
This could be you.
Yeah.
Stephen.
Yay.
Good job.
Yeah, Thomas, put your head over here and put your name on.
Did I get my head?
Slash skull,
Wait,
slash head?
Wait, I hope my head updated in that hall.
Oh, if not, you can, oh, Knight still got the stupid no-face one.
It did.
Let me check.
This is a blunder.
Updated.
Anywho, yeah, so there's all the builders. Anything the builders want to say about the builds before we get off? About building?
Thanks for watching.
Hope you enjoyed all the builds. Hope you,
Quite a journey. And thank you guys for part of it.
I wanted to just say that Songs of War was a pretty big part of like my childhood, and it's a big part of what got me interested in art in the beginning, and now I do like 3D rendering and stuff like that. So thanks to Arbiter for making this.
Awesome. Well, thank you for
Clap,
building.
boys.
Thank you everyone for
I
helping make all this. When do you
Group
get
hug.
paid?
Group
Yeah,
hug.
group hug. Come on, group hug.
Alright, where's the group hug?
Where's the paycheck?
Bring it in.
Where's
Come
the
on,
head?
boys. Right
Group
here.
hug.
Hey, come on, hug me, man.
Oh, someone's hey, hugs, not kisses. I heard kisses.
Oh, sorry. Play pants up, dude.
6 feet apart.
Alright, thanks everyone for watching.
6 feet apart.
Thanks
6 feet
everyone for
apart.
coming.
Stays.
Oh yeah, they're just
Dude, Corona, holy.
6 blocks apart. Thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah,
Thanks
sorry, we're all
for watching the
Wash
live
your
stream.
hands.
Thank you builders for helping build this massive thing that if you guys didn't make this, oh man, it would have been just like, here's a little Minecraft village that they visit. Here's a forest.
Yeah, so when do we get paid?
You get paid in what currency do you want?
Diamonds.
Some pesos. Give some pesos.
Hugs, can I get...
Oh, fuck this. So
Come
thanks for
on, man.
watching. Thanks for for everything, and I'll see you next video. I have a few other videos coming out a little bit later. Oh, I just released the asset video earlier today. So
Goodbye.
see ya. Thanks for watching. Bye.
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 Thank you, people.